Good afternoon, good evening, folks.
Good afternoon.
How are you? I see
Very
the
good, thank you.
I see the Caper Clowns live myself. Excellent.
Yeah, you see the video feed coming through.
Yes. Are you
That's
are you excited today? The video? How do you feel about the video? Were you happy with what you did?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, we are.
I saw that beard of yours getting kind of shaved off there, but it still looks like it's real. It looks good.
It has a bit of length. Yeah, thanks.
It used to be this long.
They
Half a meter, something.
At least.
you wouldn't let them shave the whole thing off, would you?
Nah, that would be a bit too much.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I see
he's
four
not
of you. Who's missing?
Henrik.
Henrik is missing. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the
can't find him.
What about the beautiful and talented Lone who keeps in contact with Terry over here? She's good.
She's around here somewhere. But
She's out here working.
she's
always
waving from
busy,
the other
so-
room.
Are you?
You want to see her?
No, I just want to say hi to her. She's been really good. She gets things done back and forth, and
Yeah, she really does.
she's right on the money. And Terry, who works hard with me over here, he's always talking about Lone getting stuff done.
She does.
That's what she does.
Exactly. So one of the questions I had was I had never heard of that popover, that international popover thing, and I guess that's like 5 or 6 years old. That festival in Liverpool.
It's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
That I'm surprised in this country we haven't heard anything about it. It looks huge. What was it, like 100? I see you guys up there at least 2 or 3 times playing, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's cool.
Yeah, we
have you
did
ever
last year.
you did it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Liverpool one and then the Stockholm one
Yeah.
as well. So it was really good.
Is the Liverpool one? Is that the place that the Beatles played?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
the
Is it? That's really cool. That's,
Yeah, that's-
that's
Yeah, it's awesome.
how many people does it hold? It's pretty crammed, like a couple hundred.
It's really crammed.
Yeah,
but it's, they,
yeah, I
it-
think a couple hundred.
Yeah, they set it up like 3 stages. So it's like there's the standard stage, which is the one that the Beatles played at, and then there's the live lounge, which is behind the scene, and then
that one's a bit bigger.
yeah, that's where like all the proper big artists when they tour now they play because the other one is too small, and then there's the pub on the other side of the street.
At the Cavern Pub.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's just 3 stages going on and on with music.
Yeah, and we did all 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ought to be proud of yourself. You guys sound good. I like your stuff. And
Thanks.
when I was listening to Pockets this morning, I was going to stick it in like number 31 or 32, one of the shows. It's a good sound. My wife liked it also. Even Grayson, my boy, liked it. He didn't say much about it, but he nodded his head. He was pretty happy with it.
Oh, that's cool.
So how long did it take you to do the album from start? Did you write all your stuff?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. But it did take some time.
Yeah, it took about a year to record it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't.
We didn't work every day in the studio.
Exactly. We started recording 3 songs, I think.
Yeah, and
Then we went back to the rehearsal room and
Yeah, that's the process
Yeah.
basically. We do 3 or 4 songs, and then we go back rehearsing.
The
New stuff.
when you're doing the writing, do you collaborate together, or does one of you do the writing, or do you have a John and Paul in the group, or how do you do it?
Yeah.
we do both.
Yeah. I like to think of myself as John.
I see you sound like John right there. That's good. That's nice.
Yeah, I try. This one's Paul. He's a left-handed bass player.
Yeah.
I see. Now, who's the drummer? Is that the gentleman in the back? Is that Soren?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
Soren.
my boy right there. The drums, excellent. You play him good. You guys, the words we used to use in the old days playing was, when we were playing well, we'd say the band is tight, and you guys are tight. You sound, that's a compliment. Really, you're right across the board being in that kind of a good flow where everything's right. You get up on the stage some night and you got it going, right? And then some nights maybe it's a little bit off. And poor Soren, they look back at him and say, that meter's just a little bit off sometimes. Or maybe Soren looks at you guys and says, it's a little bit off, right, Soren?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both, but it's the best.
I'm perfect though.
Yeah, he's always perfect.
Yeah.
I imagine
I'm the best one.
that's exactly right. So, do you play and do you have a special clubs in Denmark? And you're not in Copenhagen. You're away from that, right?
Yeah, we
You
are.
don't live in Copenhagen.
No. We live in the third largest city in Denmark.
Called
It's a bit far
Odense.
from Copenhagen. Yeah.
What is it called?
Odense.
Odense.
Winds.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Italy next year, so my wife was already plotting out a way to slip over there to Denmark, and we saw she's born in Austria, in Salzburg, and she said if we drove, it's 13 hours. I said, I don't want to drive 13 hours, and she said, well, you could fly Austrian or Lufthansa, and 3 hours, you're right over there. So we may come listen to you guys. You don't be surprised next year.
That would
That'd be cool.
So when do you have a regular club that you play at in Denmark? Yeah, or, where you normally hang out, or you just go to the festivals, or how's your tour stuff? How do you line it all up? Because you've been around. I know you had 2 other members. I did see that, but you've been around since 2010. So you're dialed in pretty good with schedules and stuff, right?
Yeah, we are. We do play a lot of small festivals and
We play a bit of
cafe
everything.
jobs and that sort of thing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit. We get around Denmark.
Yeah.
And we got a local venue in Odense as well. It's called Posten, and we do play there from time to time.
Yeah.
So we have some friends. My wife was in real estate here in Arizona, and we met Betsy and Einard from Norway. And is your climate similar? Because he was always saying, "Crap, it is so cold in the winter." He had to go to Spain all the time.
It was
is it similar?
snowing 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Is that
as
right?
cold. It depends on where in Norway you're at.
Yeah,
It's
but
freezing.
it is still kind of crap in Denmark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
it's
just the way it
windy
is.
and rainy and
So you have
Yeah.
a short summer.
Yeah, very.
yeah.
If you can call it a summer, then yes.
2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Sometimes no summer at all.
Yeah.
So the big question for me is I'm afraid of fish, eating fish. I don't like fish unless it's got all kinds of crap over the top of it to cover it up so I don't know it's fish. So Marlene said, hey, if we go over there to Denmark, he said, you're just going to have to eat fish and dried deer. And I said, I don't believe that. She said, oh, well, that's what it is in Norway.
You don't have to.
No.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
okay.
good. You're good.
All right. Well, so when you go forward and you get the album done, we did tracks, different tracks. We never got to an album. And one of the reasons we never did was because one of the guys in our band, which he now said, he'll hear this on the site, but he admits it. Our band was good and we were ready to roll, but he didn't think we did enough, only a couple original songs. So when you know you got it nailed and done, you're working there local, you just say, that's it, we got it, let's record it.
Yeah, well, we do like this kind of demo thing where we record like the rough idea from, the rehearsal room, and then we leave it for like a month, and then listen to it.
Yeah. See
And
if
then-
see if it's any good.
And if it's good, like
Usually is.
everyone's cheerful, but sometimes we've been like re-recording the entire song in a different way, or just swapping it off.
Yeah, multiple times.
At least that's
Do
how
you
we
ever
do
just-
it now.
do you-
When we did record the Buka Boss at first, we didn't do the demo phase
No.
as thorough. So there's a difference there, but we found out it's a better way to work for us.
That's faster.
So we do that now every time.
What does buka mean?
Sambuca.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
drink.
it, huh?
You're gonna
Excellent.
taste it when you
Well, I
get to
don't-
Italy.
I told her, I said, I don't think we have to worry about the fuel when we get over there. Well, one of the things I was thinking of when sometimes I'll put these lists together and I don't try to ever plan them, for the shows, just 70 years of rock. A lot of my friends, I quit playing in the 70s, but a lot of my buddies, which is fine. They just stopped at the 70s list, and I've always liked it. Whatever's today, tomorrow, whatever. I like music a lot. And so sometimes I'll put one together and then I'll shuffle it. I'll get on an exercise bike or something and shuffle and see. Yeah. And then once in a while, if it's great, then I get lucky and I get an open. I find, that'll be great at the end. Or there'll be 2 or 3 in a row. Go, oh man, that's awesome. Those are 3 in a row. I don't have to put those any place on the list. But then sometimes I was thinking of your album, you go, out. I don't want that one. Do you ever come to a song after you take that month off and just say, I don't like it? I mean, completely take the song out, or is it just a rewrite?
Usually
A
we
bit
do a
of both.
rewrite.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been successful in rewriting it, but like if it doesn't work, the rewrite, we'll just drop it. And we have dropped songs before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then maybe we'll come back to them in 10 years or something. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I saw something that, you have tapes that you left off. I ran into this old tapes of Jimi Hendrix that were, a couple of them were pretty damn good. There was a couple that you think, it's just for the money. They're putting the tape out. I don't like that particular part. But then there were a couple that were really good, a good instrumental. And then another one where okay, he'd be proud of that versus just grinding out the cash. So maybe 50 years from now, you guys are way too young. Somebody might need that cash and bring out one of your older rejects. I sure as hell hope not. But when you go to the festival, what about the rest of the summer? What do you guys plan after that? Because that's a biggie. Is there kind of a downhill after that, or you just take it easy, or what are your plans so that people that listen to this show? This is just a growing show. I actually put it together as a digital book for my daughter. She loves the music. I love the music, and it's just growing. I guess people while the followers are getting really nice, we're in 24 or 25 countries now. It's really freaky to me that that's happened, but we're happy. So hopefully it's helpful to you guys. And I was going to say, back to the festival, if Lone or any of you can shoot any video or any pictures while you're there, while you guys are playing, shoot it over to us.
Yeah.
We're happy to put it out. We're happy to put it up. And
That'd be cool.
so
Keep that in mind.
when May's done, then what do you do with that
We have a
festival?
lot more gigs for a while now, and a few more singles to put out, and the record. So, yeah, the year is basically booked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, don't know about next year, but this year's
This year's
basically
planned out.
booked. Yeah.
What about radio stations there? Do you got some pals there that play for you? We'll do some,
don't really-
we
that
do.
like you and give you
We don't have a
some
lot
play
of pals
time.
there, but we get played quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially in Denmark. We just did another interview on a radio station 2 hours ago.
Did you really? Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's the best, isn't it? Because you get out, people get to see who you are and
Yeah,
get to and hear you flow a little bit. I think it's in today's world. I was thinking the other day that I was thinking about. I don't remember the boat, but I think it was called Radio Caroline. The boat that in Britain, when they shut all the music off in the 60s and said, we don't want to hear this, we're not interested in that, censored them, basically is what they did. And they had the boat offshore and played whatever they want. And the first song they played, I think, was Not Fade Away by the Rolling Stones. And I was thinking, with the world today, with the interconnect, it's awesome. You can talk to you guys, you can have your music, you can see it. And even for us, the people that listen now, they send us songs stuff I've never heard of or stuff that sounds good, and I'll listen to it because I don't want to. My wife and I have a date night. We're having a little tequila, relaxing, and all of a sudden some song comes on my shuffle. For all my songs, I go, oh, no good. So sometimes I'll always put a request on. I'm not a big rap guy. I don't really care about that, but whatever. That's my only 2 cents worth. Anyways, I'll as soon as I pay the whatever at iTunes or wherever the heck I get it. Now, when I say the big rap, let me qualify that. If you're playing the instruments and stuff, that's okay. But if you're just electronically, and then talking to me, you either can play a musical instrument or you can't. Then you're a musician. Other than that, that is my prejudice. But once in a while, if I don't take that song out, and it comes zooming in at about 12 o'clock at night, we're having a really nice evening, it tortures me. So I go out, okay, I'll play it, and then out. That's not your guys' song. That's the other stuff. But the ability to have the whole world connected, think of that, how great it is. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
Man, you get a chance. We couldn't have done this 40, 50 years ago. I mean, you guys weren't born, but nobody could do it.
No.
It's impossible.
That's a good point.
You had to work on that first.
Well, and then there was this. You had to pay it off. I don't know if you ever heard of the old term payola. I mean, you paid to get your stuff
Oh yeah.
played. And that's not really the way to do it. And I was thinking the other day, I was listening to some late 20s, early 30s blues stuff, some of those guys. And when you hear them sing, man, they really had the blues. They had crappy instruments. Nobody recorded, especially the black guys. They wouldn't record them. And then I think of the guys in the 50s that influenced the British ones, like, you know, the Howlin' Wolves and those people. That was only 20 or 25 years before. Those guys had to play in the street corner, had to do this. They got no playtime. So the world is pretty advanced. You could take somebody nowadays and they become a monster in no time. What's that guy's name? Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
He had a tough life, but man, he's rolling good right now.
Yeah, he's doing all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing fair. But I don't know that he could have done that again many years ago. But now, because you get that play, it's really fantastic. So, you guys got any questions for us, or anything you want to say to the people that are out there listening? Anything to?
Thanks for.
I know. I believe Christian's going to do the opener, right? You're going to do the show. We got a couple surprises for you. You'll have to listen and hear. We got a few secret plans in there. A couple of pictures of your old girlfriends, you know, some things like that.
Oh God, no.
You'll be happy to know about that. Anything you want to say to anybody, or you're just happy to get the album done, happy to look forward to May. And we really do appreciate having you on the show. It's going to be good for us.
So do we.
And hopefully it's good for you. Let some of the folks in other countries hear your stuff and maybe help out a little bit.
That'd be great, yeah. Thanks for having us.
Okay. Well, listen, make sure you give Lone a big hug for Terry. He's over here sending me the cancel note. So do it. And we wish you good luck. And I know you're excited today, and I know you're excited, and we'll have the video up on Friday night. So wish you good luck. But remember, when you're over at that festival, if you can shoot us anything, any picture, any video, if Lone will do it, please do it.
Will.
Okay?
Oh, by the way, we're recording the audio here, so if the audio quality is really bad on your end, we can send you a file from Logic if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it sound right now?
It sounds good here, but we don't know through the Skype connection if it's bad. We can just send it through Dropbox or something. If you want.
That sounds great. All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So do we.
Have a great week. We'll listen to you Friday. We're excited.
Yeah, we are as well.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Have a good day. Good
you
night,
too.
actually.
See you.